If you have a good enough offer, you don't have to sell hard. You don't have to have an amazing copy or amazing creativity. You only get many people to sign up for your thing. Most businesses should be built on a core offering that is outstanding, like an irresistible offering that is what will make your business grow, right? What I want to show you are 3 really good deals, the 3 components of those deals, and then 7 ways to ethically use the free. 3 of the biggest deals of all time were the Domino offer, some of you might remember, but it was delivered to your door in 30 minutes, or it was free, right? This is an irresistible offer, and they had pizza, but because of that, people wanted to make the order. They didn't have to convince them about it. They saw the offer, and when they were hungry, they thought, within 30 minutes I can make it. I can have pizza at my door. And sometimes there is almost a gamification. It's almost a challenge, like, if it's not in 30 minutes, I get pizza for free. So it was something extremely addictive, was one of the fundamental keys to their growth, and why, in the days of the Yellow Pages, there was literally a whole section was pizza. No other restaurant had a pizza food category. Everything else was just restaurants, right? So anyway, it was because of that irresistible single offer. Well, the next one was 10 CDs for a penny, right? This was Sony, if I remember correctly. It clearly came with continuity, and so it was a bit like the first trial offer. The third offer you might recognize, which is when she absolutely has to get there tomorrow morning, and that's FedEx. You will notice that the first 2 have a price component. FedEx doesn't, but it has a very high value component, so I just want to break these things down into 3 pieces. Each offer has a credibility component, right? There's a famous marketer who said, "For every dollar you give me, I'll give you back $1,000. He made an announcement in the paper and got no response, right? That offer is crazy. So credibility is number 1. Number 2 is a high return on investment offer. So an offer that people consider valuable that can be communicated in a couple of words, such as, I guarantee you get to your door within 30 minutes. This was valuable to FedEx. It was like delivered wherever you need me to go by the next morning. That's valuable, right? The third piece is kind of the company around it. The benefit of having free deals is that you get the maximum volume of leads, right? Number 1, number 2 is typically the lowest cost to acquire customers. And the third is that, in my opinion, the key to having massive growth is having a free offer, right? And above all, something that is irresistible, that can spread through word of mouth, that other people can understand, right? So before the free offers, there's a free corruption offer, right? So this is where you offer a free program as a sign-up benefit, right? So Frank Kern, in the good old days, he had all his courses he'd ever taken. So a high-value offer, probably a $12,000 offer, he said, I'll give you all the courses I've ever done absolutely for free if you sign up for my $3.97 a month continuity, right? My newsletter or something, right? So that's a free corruption offer. So you can use the word free, draws a lot of attention, has a huge return on investment value. But was it free with the right purchase? So it's kind of the idea is, if you buy this thing much smaller, you get this thing of huge value for free. And it's a nice price anchor too, okay? So that's number 1. If you're doing a fitness thing, is like, hey, our 6-week challenge costs $1,000, or you can just sign up to become a member and get our $1,000 challenge for free and only become a member for $200 a month, right? That becomes a very convincing offer. Many people say yes, and you get people directly in continuity, right? The second is a limited free offer. A limited free offer is, say, this is a B or B closure when someone comes in. Obviously, the vast majority of people who see this are gym owners. So I'll just gym. So if someone comes in, you say, okay, the free thing, let's say you sign up for a 28-day promotion. The free thing has one, you could say 28-day trial, enter as 1 day a week of training. You don't have personalized nutrition, no accountability coach, right? Now, during the sales process, they will have already said that they are not motivated, need help, etc. And then do an upsell, just like American, like apple pie, a 28-day challenge or a 28-day accelerator or whatever you want to call it, where they pay $199 or $299 or something for the enhanced version that has 3 workouts per week or unlimited workouts and personalized nutrition and a responsibility coach. And if they don't lose 10 kilos in the first 28 days, you give him another 28 days for free, right? So you have an upsell from an initial offer that makes it incredibly convincing, right? This is the point. So you get all this volume for free, but then you can still upsell 3 out of 4 people into a paid offer, right? So this is like using free, and you can monetize. The fourth way of using free is a free trial offer plus penalty. So it would be a low-cost offer so these can be used concurrently with each other. So if someone doesn't take the closure A or B I just mentioned, you might say, fantastic, if you're staying, then you have to put a card down because you want to be held accountable. You have to train how many times. If you skip workouts, we will charge you for lost workouts, and you have to participate in the session feedback and a transformation images session and a nutrition session, right? If you don't participate in any of these are $50, so have a huge motivator to actually consume your product or service, so it's much more likely that converting on the back end is significantly higher. That's the point, and so at least your tests become more qualified, tests are more invested, and it's another very easy closure to lock someone into a free trial. If you can't close the free trials, then you have other problems, okay? The fourth is a free with deposit. So this is a classic. The ancient 6-week challenge that we have been running for a very long time was probably the most popular fitness offer of the last decade was a 6-week challenge. Obviously, you must always be conform, put conditions for any kind of things on your advertisement, states differ, etc. But it is there where if someone reaches a goal, they make a result, they can get back their money or get them credited to something. So it's like it's free with a contingency. So is how you put X dollars down, if you make XYZ, can you get it back? Or can you get it towards the program, something like that, right? That's a bit there, so it's free with deposit, then free with conditions, right? The fifth way of doing free is free forever, and is a very compelling offer. So it is where you really need to know how the mousetrap works, right? So if you have more ways to monetize a customer, I can say, for example, that I will train you for free for real, as I will train you forever as a true member, right? As long as you only do the things I tell you to do, that may include buying supplements from us that is part of the program. Now, a dear friend of mine owned a shadow franchise chain of weight loss clinics and made only 5% of their revenue on services and made 95% of their turnover on supplements. And so people came in and basically gave away the service for free, but were required to use the supplements as part of it. So that's a free 100, but you're attacking a revenue stream different. So it's where you can offer multiple services and monetize a service other than the one you're giving away for free, right? And especially if you have something that is high margin, you can give that for free. If something has a high margin and low value, it is an easy thing that you can give away for free and then give something else that has a higher perceived value or make them buy something that has a value. Do people tend to appreciate physical products more than they appreciate the service or the value of the right service? So this is a free pattern forever that you really understand how you can monetize the second need they will have after the first. The next and probably the last of these 7, there are probably more, these are just the ones I thought on top of the head, is free with commitment. So no contingency, but commitment. So it's where you say your first 28 days or your first month is free as long as you commit to a 9-month contract or you commit to something like that, right? And so when you do this, you can still market for free. You still have to put the terms you want to be a compliant advertiser, right? But this way you can still give people free on the front end, makes selling very easy, puts a little more burden on fulfillment. But if you get the commitment you should, then you will be able to convert a very high percentage of people on the front end, and typically to higher average contract values, because you don't confirm that price on the front end is more like perceived value on the back, and they will somehow go and see how it goes, right? Well, so guys, keep rocking and rolling, and comment if you found this helpful, then the internet will favor this and show it to more people. See you soon. Bye.